Hello, what is up guys? It's Evil Duo Storm here today, back with another Blade and Soul video. In today's video, we're going to be answering a question that a lot of new players have, but some experienced players might get some use out of this, and that is the question of whether to upgrade your soul, your pet, your heart, or your talisman first, or where you should upgrade these to, where is your breakpoints, what is the most efficient way to upgrade these different items. So real quick, before we begin, if you are new to the channel, new to Blade and Soul, or enjoying the content on the channel, please consider subscribing as it does mean a lot to me and helps to grow the channel. And without further ado, let's get into it. So as a real quick overview, if you're a returning player or a new player, the soul, the heart, the pet, and the talisman are all located along the bottom of your inventory menu. Each of these items is like auxiliary accessories that you upgrade, and they have pretty steep upgrade costs compared to the other items in the game. The soul and the pet have been around forever, so if you played Blade and Soul before, you've probably seen those. But the heart and the talisman are relatively new compared to the older items. So the steep upgrade cost on these different items is definitely cause for concern, and that's why you want to maximize your upgrades and make the most efficient upgrades when it comes to these different items. So we're going to go through my recommended upgrade path that I think is the most efficient way to upgrade these different accessories. Obviously, it's more of a one-size-fits-all, so there are different scenarios where you're going to pick a different item. The key example is going to be the soul, and that depends on your class, but generally speaking, this is a one-size-fit-all, and it'll get you through upgrading these different items to the point where you can do the most amount of content the fastest. So in order to do that, the first thing you're going to want to do is upgrade your soul. So if we hop on over to the Manage Equipment tab and look at the equipment upgrade paths, as a new player, you're going to drop in with this Hongmoon Soul Stage 1, and you want to take that up to the Awakened Ascending Soul as fast as possible. The reason you want to do this is because the Awakened Ascending Soul, compared to the Hongmoon Soul, gives you additional critical rate and critical damage, plus focus recovery while fighting. This will aid you immensely, A, in your rotation in case you mess something up with that focus recovery, but B, the critical rate and critical damage is a huge boost to the DPS. Immediately following the Awakened Ascending Soul upgrade here, you're going to want to move it into the True Ascending Soul. That is because this starts to give you a Mystic damage bonus as well. Now these upgrades do not come cheap. To go from the Hongmoon Stage 1 all the way up to the True Ascending, you're going to use a lot of resources, 1,000 Soul Stones, 1,000 Sacred Crystals, 250 Moonstones, and 250 Elysians. After you get this True Ascending Soul, the next thing you want to do is navigate over to your heart. So you do get a heart for completing the story as well. It's going to be the Hongmoon Heart Stage 1, so let's specify that as the starting equipment. And what you want to do is get that to the Awakened Hongmoon Stage 1 heart as fast as possible. So this upgrade is a lot cheaper, and actually after you upgrade your soul to the Awakened Ascending, if you want to skip the True Ascending and go to this heart upgrade first, you can do that as it will be a faster upgrade to do. The reason you're making this upgrade is because it adds additional critical damage. In late game, critical damage is going to be one of the biggest drivers of your damage in addition to mystic damage, which you'll see is a common theme as to why we upgrade different things here. Now after you've got the heart up to the Awakened Hongmoon Stage 1 heart, you're going to navigate back over to your soul, and you're going to want to bring that to the Awakened Cosmic Stage 1. Now this upgrade, going from the True Ascending to the Awakened Cosmic, is almost going to cost you the same amount of materials as it costs to go from the Awakened Ascending to the True Ascending Soul, so this is a pretty easy upgrade once you've gotten to this point, or a relatively simple upgrade. The reason we're making this upgrade is that because after we get off of this True Ascending tier into the Awakened Cosmic tier, you will notice that the Mystic damage changed from a flat bonus of 15 into a bonus of 10% plus an additional 20. Mystic damage in this game is basically a flat bonus damage to every single skill that you do, so a Mystic plus 10 is a plus 10% damage bonus. And this will help you to scale immensely going into the late game. So now you have to choose what you want to upgrade next. You can either upgrade your soul from the Awakened Cosmic up to the True Cosmic stage, or you can upgrade the heart from the Awakened Hongmoon Stage 1 to the True Hongmoon Heart. Now the difference in these is that the True Hongmoon Heart upgrade is going to cost about 3 times less, relatively speaking, to the soul upgrade. However, the soul upgrade is about 5 times more effective compared to the heart upgrade. So if you want the most bang for your buck and you're not afraid to wait and take a little bit longer to upgrade it, you're going to want to go with the soul. But if you just want to upgrade things really quickly, upgrade the heart. Now the difference between these two items is that the True Hongmoon Heart adds a boss attack power stat. The boss attack power, you can basically just consider it straight AP and add it onto your AP score. When the True Hongmoon Heart procs, it gives you an additional 50 boss attack power. Now 50 boss attack power plus the critical damage bonus that you get from it and a little bit of extra attack power bonus on some of your attacks, yada yada, comes out to about a 4.5% DPS increase overall for your character, which is pretty respectable, and as it is the cheaper upgrade, it is a pretty solid upgrade still. Compared to the soul, upgrading the soul from the Awakened Cosmic to the True Cosmic, you'll notice that the Mystic stat jumps by an additional 8%, so you're getting a flat 8% bonus right there. You get an additional raw 40 Mystic damage, which playing around with my Mystic stat on my character looks like it's about a 1% bonus there. And you get an additional 3 seconds of uptime, which results in about a 12% increase on the overall uptime of the soul. So 12% uptime increase, 9% increase to the overall damage. You're looking at a 21% net improvement. Obviously, those don't add, they're multiplicative, and I understand that. But the addition is how I get to the 5-to-1 ratio. Additionally, if you just go based on the addition and multiply through the 12 times into the 8 point whatever that comes out for the Mystic multiplier, it works out to just about a 5-to-3 ratio. The ratio is actually more like a 7-to-3, but still that same ratio is upheld between the different items. So whichever way you want to look at it, it is a 5-to-3 correlation between upgrading the soul and upgrading the heart. Trust me, I went to school for nanoscale physics, and now I take pictures. That's depressing. But anyway, this is the point where these upgrades in the soul and the heart stop becoming rewarding. So every time you upgrade the soul, going from the awakened cosmic to the true cosmic, you're getting an additional 2% mystic damage on each of these upgrades. Same thing with the heart, you're getting a little bit of additional attack damage. Now all these upgrades going further, they add a little bit of extra attack damage, nothing too crazy until you get up to the Awakened Virtuous Heart, which is just like crazy money if you want to go ahead and spend all that money, and even at that point, you're not getting a huge amount of bonus damage. Likewise with the Soul, every time you upgrade the True Cosmic through the different Tiger stages, you're not really gaining much of anything. Just a little bit of attack damage and some critical damage, not entirely worth, and then up into these Awakened Tiger upgrades are stupid expensive, don't even want to play with that. So that just leaves the Pet and the Talisman. So why haven't I mentioned upgrading either of these? The first 9 stages of the Talisman upgrade, which also happen to be incredibly expensive. In fact, for upgrading the Talisman up through these different stages, you could upgrade your soul up to the Awakened Cosmic stage or most of the way through the True Cosmic stage, depending on where you are. You're only going to gain an additional 25 attack damage when you activate it at a 1/6 uptime. 25 attack damage is something like a 3%, 2.5% increase to your overall DPS if you're sitting around 1300 AP, so entirely not worth this upgrade, not worth it at all. Now defensively and in PvP, this is a pretty strong upgrade, so if you do like to do 6v6, although if you're at that point, you probably don't watch my videos and you probably hate me on Reddit anyway. So yeah, this item not cost effective to upgrade whatsoever. Same thing goes with the Pet. When the soul got nerfed, the Pet upgrades did not get nerfed, so the Pet upgrades are still like old school upgrade costs. They're really expensive. They cost Pet packs, which are like 100 gold a pop. Waste of money, not worth putting into these upgrades. Wait for Pet upgrade events or when you get the Pet packs from your different events that are going on at any given time in Blade and Soul to make these upgrades, rather than trying to force these upgrades. Just upgrade them as they come. The only offensive stat that the Pet provides is additional boss attack power, which at each upgrade is only an additional 2, which is something like a 0.14% DPS increase, entirely not worth wasting the resources on. But anyway guys, that is going to be it for this video. So quickly just to recap what you want to upgrade here in order. You're going to take that soul up from the starting stage through to Awakened Ascending or True Ascending up to your preference. At that point, take your heart and upgrade it from the Hongmoon Heart Stage 1 up to the Awakened Hongmoon Heart Stage 1. Hop back on over to your soul and take it from the Awakened Ascending or True Ascending, whichever way you went, all the way up to the Awakened Cosmic. At this point, decide if you want to switch back over to the heart and upgrade the heart from the Awakened Hongmoon up to the True Hongmoon, or upgrade the soul from the Awakened Cosmic through to the True Cosmic. Then, whichever one you didn't upgrade, upgrade the other. Don't worry too much about your Talisman or your Pet. The upgrades really just aren't worth it. And at that point, take your resources and start focusing on upgrading different aspects of your character. If you did like this video, make sure to leave a like, check out some of the other videos on the channel, and make sure you are subscribed so you stay updated when new content comes out. And once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you at the next video. Peace.